Today on the official Marvel podcast, we take a look back at Marvel Studios' The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
We'll hear from the specials director James Gunn, as well as stars Dave Bautista, Pom Klementieff, and Chris Pratt.
We're all sitting around doing the Christmas special. We're like, this is actually the thing that everyone's going to know us for, isn't it? It's probably going to be played every year for the rest of our lives. I'm like, oh my God. Well, who knew?
I'm Sade Spence.
I'm Quinn Lamar.
And this is the official Marvel podcast.
You know, Sade, now that the holidays are starting to close in on us, I have to ask you, what is one thing that you have to do for it to be officially the holiday season? What kicks it off for you?
Ooh, I have to go ice skating next to a gigantic Christmas tree. Doesn't matter where I am. New York, LA, I'm doing it.
The Christmas tree is important.
Absolutely. But that is a must besides obvious Christmas movies. What about you, Quinn?
Okay, so I'm also a Christmas tree person. The Christmas tree has to go up as soon as possible in my house. That big boy got to get up, got to get dressed. I got to smell it. Like, I cannot get into the holiday season if I do not see and smell the tree. Are
you one of those, the Christmas tree is going up before Thanksgiving?
No, I don't do that. I'm not going to be eating my turkey and looking at the tree. But
okay. What
I will do is, as soon as Thanksgiving is over, as soon as it's wrapped,
Black Friday, you're putting it out.
Well, I'm shopping Black Friday, so we'll say what's Saturday? That Saturday is going up that weekend.
Christmas tree Saturday. That's what we're calling it.
That's what we're calling Christmas tree Saturday. I like that. Okay, so you mentioned that you have to have Christmas movies. I also have to have a Christmas movie as I put up my tree.
And, Marvel Studios is no stranger to the holiday season, so we got to jump into that.
Yes.
Whether it's Tony Stark grappling with a terrorist campaign against the backdrop of Christmas in Marvel Studios' Iron Man 3, or Clint Barton and fellow archer Kate Bishop taking on the tracksuit mafia at Rockefeller Center in Marvel Studios' Hawkeye, the holidays have always brought out something special in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Hey, now, don't forget about the time Stark Industries head of security, Happy Hogan, saved Christmas in Marvel Animation's What If. Happy became a literal monster to do it. Put some respect on that man's name.
All right, Quinn, I will. But we are not here to talk about Happy Hogan.
What?
Back in 2022, Marvel Studios released the MCU's most festive story yet, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Christmas.
It was the second Marvel Studios special presentation, following Marvel Studios' Werewolf by Night, and it also served as the third installment within the Guardians of the Galaxy series, taking place between Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Volume 3.
Like the other movies in the sci-fi franchise, the holiday special was directed by James Gunn. It starred Chris Pratt, Karen Gillan, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Sean Gunn, Michael Rooker, Dave Bautista, and Pom Klementieff. And it's those last two actors that take center stage when their characters Drax the Destroyer and the alien empath Mantis discover that the space pirate Yondu ruined Christmas for a young Peter Quill years ago.
That is so sad.
I like the part where Yondu kicked over the tree.
As a result, Mantis makes it her mission to find the perfect Christmas present for her fellow Guardian, Peter Quill.
Why?
Because of, my secret. The one only you know.
That you ate the entire bowl of Zargnuts in the commissary?
My other secret.
That you're Quill's sister? Why don't you just tell people the truth?
Peter's father, our father, killed his mother and tried to kill him. I don't want him to be reminded of that every time he sees me.
As Peter's sister, Mantis feels a responsibility to make him happy. And if he's in a good mood, she hopes it'll be the right moment to reveal her secret. But of course, because chaos tends to follow the Guardians, the plan to save Christmas isn't entirely practical. Drax and Mantis head to Earth in search of the ultimate Christmas gift, Peter Quill's childhood hero, Kevin Bacon.
And in the spirit of the season, we're taking a look back at the holiday special with the folks who made it all happen.
I can't believe you guys did all of that for me. I mean, why?
For the special's director, James Gunn, it was the chemistry between Pom Klementieff and Dave Bautista in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that inspired his vision for this special presentation.
That was what I mined. I wanted to see that relationship more than anything else. That's what excited me at the time about writing that. In every comedy sequence, there's always an Abbott and there's always a Costello. And the two of them are together, are two Costellos.
For those unfamiliar, Gunn is referring to Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, a legendary comedy duo from the 1940s and 50s. Abbott played the straight man, while Costello was more of the bumbling comedic counterpart.
You think you can toss me over the gate if you... Ow! What are you doing?
Tossing you over the gate.
I didn't mean right that second. I meant after I was ready. I wasn't even done talking.
Toss you over the gate, don't toss you over the gate. Make up your mind.
Even though Drax and Mantis often both fill the Costello role in their dynamic, James says that it only works because of the actors' dedication to their craft and characters.
Dave will never say anything untrue. And that's a great gift when you have someone who is as ridiculous and over the top as Drax is. And so that is really, it is a majestic performance by Dave because Drax is ridiculous, but also we totally believe him. He's completely believable and emotionally grounded. And Dave brings so much life to it.
Drax, why are they staring? You put the cloaking device on like you said you did, right?
Yes?
I can plainly see that you just did it right now in front of me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I wish I brought Groot.
And when we did the screen test for Pom, Dave read with all of the actors because I knew that that friendship was the core of who her character was. So I wanted to see what their chemistry was like. So Dave came in and read those scenes with each of the actors who auditioned for Mantis. And it was just immediately there with him and Pom. Like they immediately had it completely. She was both very alien and yet very emotionally grounded. And she was the only one that was really close to being able to do that out of the different amazingly talented actors we screen tested for that role, which is like Drax is a very specific, odd role that isn't like just something you can just, fill in the blanks with and say, oh, it's like this character from this, because they're not. But Pom has always been so great to me, in terms of how much I've loved her performance as Mantis. But I also knew she had a lot more to give. And so I started that ball rolling with the holiday special in which she really takes control. And being able to see her character, who starts as this sort of slave who's been battered down and probably not treated very well and afraid to speak up, and become who she is now within the family structure, has been a cool thing to see how her character has changed,
It's fascinating to hear how that chemistry was there from the very beginning. And it wasn't just something that James recognized. Just take a listen to Dave Bautista when asked who his favorite Guardian is.
Palma's probably she's my favorite Guardian. Mantis is my favorite Guardian. I think not only is she a brilliant actress, but what she does with this character is so fun. And she has such a sweet innocence about her, especially with the Christmas special.
Drax! You can't just kill people!
Well, how am I supposed to know the rules if no one tells me?
It just feels like a sibling rivalry, and it's just brilliant. I just love working with her, but I just love what she's done with the characters. She's my favorite Guardian. That chemistry and love for his castmate has only grown over time, evolving into something greater since their work together on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think we've even gotten closer over the years. I think we've bonded more. We've become more of a family. We've spent so much time together, not only, while filming, but also while promoting the films and, doing appearances together and, here and there and kind of socializing together here and there. So I think if anything else, it's just we've become closer over the years. And if you're wondering whether the feeling's mutual for Pom, here's what she had to say about working with Dave Bautista.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love working with Dave. He's so He's amazing. He's like soft-spoken, but also like he can like be very loud sometimes, like acting-wise, and also for what he stands for. And I really respect that, you know. He's a fighter, you know, and he's lived such, you know, so many lives. He's not just an actor, which, you know, sometimes it can be kind of like boring and tiring and just like the same thing and just, you know. But he's also very sweet, you know, and so funny. And the dynamic between the characters is so well written by James. And then we just have fun with it, you know. And in this movie, I'm like, of course, more self-confident and louder. And it's sometimes like very loud. So, you know, it's just, there's like more of a balance, you know. It's less of a softer character for me. So it brings a lot of funny moments as well.
Yeah, can I help you?
Yes. We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
I just said that, Drax.
Your voice is small and mousy. I think maybe he didn't hear you.
He heard. He's Kevin Bacon. He's probably got great ears.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't help you.
Everyone has his or her way to like shine in its own way, you know, which is great. And also what I've been really enjoying in this movie is like the dynamic, of course, between Drax and Mantis. It's like siblings, you know, just like being mad at each other. It just makes me laugh because, you know, it's like all the family dynamic that is, you know, always really funny and like everyone can really relate to that.
Beyond the dynamic between Mantis and Drax, one of the standout features for Pom from the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special was the use of practical sets.
So beautiful and colorful and cute and pretty, amazing lighting. But, you know, they're so good with you know, the decoration. It's like everything is in the detail, you know? You can like just pick a little object and just everything makes sense. It's so incredible.
Those sets gave Pom the freedom to interact with the world around her and make it feel much more lived in.
It's amazing because like also sometimes you can use some of the objects or like some of the stuff that is, you know, in the set to act with sometimes and to interact with. So that can be cool sometimes.
I want this funny man.
Don't just take stuff. But I guess that's what it's here for. It's fun, you know? Sometimes you get like, oh yeah, maybe I can do this or like take this, you know? And so you're not just like standing, you want to do something, you know? Are you okay? We are not doing anything wrong. We are just taking the legendary hero Kevin Bacon to give him as a present to our friend who is sad about Christmas.
Okay.
Now, of course, we can't talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special without mentioning what might be one of the greatest cameos in MCU history. For Chris Pratt, who plays Peter Quill, it was this single cameo that really stood out.
We shot a Christmas special that's truly hilarious with an extraordinary cameo from Kevin Bacon himself.
For someone new to Guardians of the Galaxy, a Kevin Bacon cameo might seem a bit odd, but let me explain. Ever since the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, Peter Quill has been obsessed with Kevin Bacon. He even once referred to him as a legendary Earth hero who saved his community through dance. So you can imagine the disappointment that Mantis and Drax feel when they realize that Kevin Bacon isn't a famous adventurer, but is instead something very different.
He's an actor! He's never actually saved anyone.
But actors are repugnant.
I know. They make me feel gross and creepy when they pretend to be someone else.
Oh, no. Acting is a wonderful profession. I mean, you don't get to live just one life. You get to live so many lives. And
We got Quill the worst gift ever. A disgusting actor.
This is the worst day of my life.
We ruined Christmas worse than Yondu.
Here's Chris Pratt on why this cameo meant so much.
When James and I were discussing the idea that Star-Lord, as you know, Peter Quill, having been 9 years old when he left Earth, wouldn't understand that there's a distinction between the name of an actor and the character he plays, you know, so he would think that Kevin Bacon really did save the world just by dancing.
Peter was a child when he left Earth. His memory's all screwed up. He doesn't remember things right. Kevin Bacon, you have to pretend you're an actual hero or else Christmas is doomed.
And so like sort of his childlike memories of who people are, you know, we created the idea that Kevin Bacon is this hero to him. So that becomes a central part of our Christmas special when Mantis and Drax decide to kidnap Kevin Bacon and bring him to space and give him to me as a Christmas present. So that's really funny. It's really, really funny. It's an opportunity for Drax and Mantis really to have an adventure back on Earth through Hollywood and through some pretty amazing people and things down on Earth.
And of course, Kevin Bacon wasn't the only surprise appearance that made the cut.
Then we have an incredible cameo from a band called the Old 97s.
The group appears as an alien band that struggles to understand the lore around Santa Claus.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Santa is a furry freak with epic superpowers. He flies to every human home in under 14 hours. He's a master burglar. No. A pro at picking locks. No. If you don't leave milk and cookies out, he will put dung in your socks.
That is not part of the lore at all.
But for Chris, there was also a moment of realization while filming the holiday special, one that he shared with the rest of the cast.
We're all sitting around doing the Christmas special. We're like, this is actually the thing that everyone's going to know us for, isn't it? It's probably going to be played every year for the rest of our lives. I'm like, oh my God. Well, who knew that we're going to do these 6 extraordinary movies, including Thor, 2 Avengers, 3 Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's probably a Christmas special that people are going to know us from.
What'd you do?
What?
What did you do?
We got you Kevin Bacon as a present?
You got me a human being as a present.
What better gift for the guy who has everything than an actual human living person?
This isn't a Christmas gift. This is human trafficking.
Yes,
It was mostly Drax's idea.
it was.
I will say, since its release, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special has become an annual tradition for me and my friends and family.
Oh, absolutely. In my household, it's a double feature between this and Home Alone. Well, and the Santa Claus, but I like the Santa Claus too, the one where he gets married.
Okay, wait.
I have this thing where I like the sequels to things. I'm sorry, it's a problem.
Wouldn't that be more than a double feature? You know what? Never mind. The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special did leave a mark on the Guardians mythos. It doubled as a holiday special, as well as a primer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, establishing a new status quo for the team.
That's right. It introduced audiences to the Guardians' new ship, the Bowie, and established Cosmo the Space Dog as an official member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It also showed that the Guardians were now operating out of the severed celestial head known as Nowhere. Plus, it confirmed the familial connection between Peter Quill and Mantis.
I guess I just wanted to do something special for you because, well...
What?
Your father, Peter. He might be.
Ego? He might be what?
He might be. He is. My father, too.
Wait, so does that make you my sister? Mantis. That's the greatest Christmas gift I could ever get.
By introducing new elements into the Guardians of the Galaxy lore, James Gunn and his team delivered a beautiful and heartwarming chapter in Peter Quill's story, while creating space for other Guardians like Drax and Mantis to step into the spotlight.
Not only that, but he gave us another holiday entry in the MCU, one that lets fans reconnect with their favorite characters and celebrate the holiday season in true Guardian style.
You can watch or rewatch Marvel Studios' The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special today, streaming exclusively on Disney+.
In 2021's Guardians of the Galaxy number 10, written by Al Ewing, the Guardians are in crisis. With Star-Lord aka Peter Quill presumed dead, Rocket Raccoon and Nova step up as the team's de facto leaders. When they learn that Null, the evil god of the symbiotes, is destroying entire planets with his army of symbiote dragons, the Guardians race to evacuate his next target, Spartax. Despite their best efforts, the devastation proves to be overwhelming. But amid the chaos, there's a spark of hope. Peter Quill is back, and he's gotten a massive power boost. After spending time in another dimension, Peter has become the true master of the sun, wielding an element gun that can manifest anything he imagines. With his newly acquired abilities, Star-Lord clears the Spartax battlefield in no time, effectively turning the tide. However, the real moment comes when Peter comes face to face with Null and delivers his heroic line, complete with his signature swagger. I was wondering why I was sent to this place, to this time, but it's obvious now. This is the planet of my fathers, ruled by my sister. My friends are fighting to save it. This is where I need to be. You say you're a master of the dark, the void. I'm the master of the sun. And you know what they say, sun's out, guns out.
We're off next week, but we'll be back on December 17th with author Paul Cornell to chat about his new book, The Mighty Avengers versus the 1970s.
It was a decade of tumultuous change in the United States and in the world. And Marvel Comics was in a place where they were very much reflecting societal change.
In the meantime, make sure to subscribe to the show wherever you find podcasts and tell a friend about us.
Yes, and while you're at it, be sure to rate and review the show.
That's it for today. This episode of the official Marvel Podcast was hosted by Sade Spence and me, Quinn Lamar.
Our producers are Jasmine Estrada and Anita Flores.
Thanks to our Senior Manager of Audio Production and Development, Brad Barton, and Production Manager, Emily Godfrey.
Mixed by Justin Harris.
Theme music by Ida Akbal.
Our executive producer is Larissa Rosen.
Thanks for listening.